All right, so for this next section, what we're going to be looking at is the new selection feature that they've added in Photoshop recently. They've actually improved on this even in the newest version here. So I'm just going to open up a file here that would lend itself well to sort of a typical selection and extraction. So as you see here, we have a subject against a fairly uniform colored background. There's a little bit of texture and tonal differences in here, which would normally be not too terrible of an issue to cut this out using some of the traditional selection features, such as like the magic wand or the quick selection tool. But I want to show you guys this new option here, which is the object selection tool. It has been in Photoshop for the past couple versions of this. But they've added a new feature to this known as the object finder. So you'll see this up at the top in the control panel here. So the way the object finder works is it scans the document. It looks for contrast differences between abrupt edges and tonal transition. In other words, like the differences between the background and likely what would be the subject. And then it uses sort of processing to figure out what it thinks you're looking to select in here. So by checking this little option here called Object Finder, it will do just that. If you ever need to refresh, there's a little refresh button here where it will reanalyze the image. And there's even a button here to preview what it thinks is the object or subjects, for lack of a better word, in the scene. So you can click that, you'll see you get this overlay that highlights everything in blue. You can toggle that off and on. And as long as that object finder is selected, if you hover over with the object selection tool, you see as soon as you touch the subject, it will detect, and it does a pretty good job. Where it's going to fall short, which is not that surprising, is little things like tiny little details like these little wispy hairs. So you see it's not going to pick up every one of those. But we could always modify that after the fact to kind of clean that up. But for a kind of a quick and effective solution, it's not bad at all. So basically the way this works is you can do a single click on the object or the subject when you hover over and see it in blue, or you can simply come up here and choose Select Subject. I'm just going to click right on the subject here, and it's going to process, and sure enough you're going to see your marching ants appear. And then all the standard rules apply when you have a selection made within your document. You can come in here and attach a layer mask to isolate the subject and hide the background there.